Alright, welcome to our schoolroom. I just cleaned this room, so I'm really proud of it right now. This is our recent new toy chest because the other one was brimming with toys, actually not toys, costumes. So there's our costumes, and it's got a little thing so, you know, fingers don't get smashed. Okay. And there is this absolutely fabulous built-in shelving here in this room, and it goes even across the windowsill. And so I've got all sorts of educational stuff lined up, even my water closet. I put Mr. Horse in front of it to deter people from going in there, but I've got my reading materials in there and some light bulbs and some other. That's about it. So here's this fabulous little, this wonderful picture my sister Irene made me when I was, well, she gave it to me. She drew it in high school, and it's called the Dragon Slayer. It's always been a charm in our house. And I'm proud of myself because I moved this pencil sharpener downstairs away from our kitchen counter, and this shelf has Millie, Rawl, and Hazel's work in it so that they can, every time they draw a random drawing at the table, which is all the time, they can come and put them in the sheet protectors on their own shelf. And I did have this full of Montessori materials, but I changed it so that it's full of unchokable Montessori materials, which is super exciting for me. And I moved all the chokeable ones into my closet and in a shelf there. And so we've got a wonderful vintage cash register, and a tracing thing, some beads, some slicing things, one puzzle. No, I didn't put a huge stack so that it's easy to get to. And here's a bowl full of little puzzles, and those are some Montessori things my sister made me too, that have like soft and bumpy and hairy and sticky and stuff like that. So those are fun to get to. And then a bag of instruments. And then I made these clever things off of some art frames. So we have a tying, a zipping and unbuttoning, and a zipping. So those are all tucked nicely there. And I tried to make it so nothing's too cluttered and everything's pretty accessible. And this was one of my favorite presents from Riley. When his mom was here, she helped wallpaper the wonderful map. When we were house hunting, we found this house that had a map in it on the wall in the office, and it looked so classy and we loved it, so we wanted it in our schoolroom. This futon has been wonderful. Riley and I sleep on here often. And there's a big giant thing this lady gave us, a fire truck that is parked there. So this is something I like, is I have blankets here, and it would be so nice if I folded them, but I love this setup because the kids love to make blanket forts, and this makes it so it's not stressful for them to put away, for me to allow them to get it out. It works for us. So this is we were trying to show that our homeschool has a foundation of Christ. One of the Jesus Christ pictures is missing. And then these say things like work, forgive one another, sharing, and family time, caring, pray for each other, love each other, serve each other, be patient, obey. And there's our calendar. So we haven't done a calendar since October. There is the evidence. Okay, and then this is the charming closet, which I love it. I just love this closet. This is our toy closet. This is organized into soft toys there, and then there are the clothes. And then we got this at a garage sale. It was missing a few little knobs and such, but it's been really fun. This is a burner. And there's a pot that at one time had its handle, but I do love that knob. Isn't that fun? And there's some, on here we have, in there are some paper dolls. And this is Hazel's dance outfits in this bag hanging up. And then we've got some parked trucks and a nice little vintage toy rocker, and wooden and metal trucks and toys, because there's some plastic things, but for the most part I don't like to collect lots of plastic. And there's a big road map that they can take out that has, you know, stuff like you know, pathways and stuff for the cars. And it used to be folded, but I decided when I cleaned this room that it's just gonna be wadded up to be put there, because that's easier for the kids to do. This is kind of heavy. And then parked are some strollers. And we did have the tent that Bucka gave us in that blue bag until the tent exploded, and now I just kept the blue bag and the tent. Millie cut it up and tried to save the material to make things out of it. It was pretty funny. And there's a globe. So anyway, this room has warm tones in it, and it is a nice educational room. Unfortunately, we don't do as much learning in here as we could, because we usually take the stuff and move it upstairs to do stuff. But anyway, it is a happy little room and a nice place to have all the educational stuff stored. And it's actually quite a long room too, if you can't tell. See? Pretty big. So there you go, and I hope you enjoyed the tour of our schoolroom.